Man, 20 years has been too long. You know, Icelord, he kind of turned the ignition switch on it. You know,
Yeah.
me and K, you know, I be touring, doing shows, you know, staying active, but Icelord was the one that always, we need to do this Klan record, we need to get this Klan record. So when he did get the torch lit, you know, that really was the truth because 20 years, man, I couldn't believe it even been 20 years. And we ain't did but one record. You know, I mean, you know, we had to come back out and get it, you know, and just prove to ourselves we can come together and do it. And I think it's phenomenal too, man, because I love my bros, you know what I mean?
Right,
and I think
right.
they
Now
the dopest, you know what I mean?
Right. Now that layoff doesn't even, you know, doesn't really mean anything. You know what I'm saying? People might be led to believe that, you know, we might have some kind of differences or the group broke up or, you know, what have you, all kind of, you know, things that, you know, that can go across one's mind over the course of 20 years. We've been as tight over the last 20 years since you know what I'm saying, we did the first one. So it was always something that we said needed to be done. We knew it needed to be done. And you know how the Lord works, man. You know, when the timing is right, it's going to happen. But, you know, to pick it back on what Blank said, you know, Icelord was instrumental in the getting it popping off, you know, and all it took was us to do one song. It was a wrap after that. After that first song was done, you know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, boy, we back at it.
Exactly. Like this, I initiated it. But I stayed campaigning to Blank about it. You know, it was just a matter of us lining up our personal schedules, you know, to get it done. Like Kay said, no conflict whatsoever. You know, we brothers, period, no matter what. So, you know, we took our time, you know, didn't rush it. And, you know, just delivered another classic, you know, according to feedback we get, you know. So, you know, we're proud of that.
Okay. Oh yeah, man! You can't.
Let me say this after Icelord spoke. I'm gonna need everybody to give my boy his propers, man. When Icelord first came to Big Time Records, he brought a doggone demo tape in, man. And I promise I listened to that demo tape all day long I couldn't tell you how long. He had a song there called First Night of Slanging. First Night of Slanging, man. And that song just for some reason, man, I couldn't stop saying it in my head. I couldn't stop playing it. I couldn't stop singing it. And then his flow and his voice, and man, it's time for everybody who rock with Point Blank, who rock with PSK-13, man. Y'all have got to mention Icelord in the same breath, man. This man is a cold MC, period. And I rock him against anybody.
Straight out of New Orleans, man.
Now this was '95 when you came with the demo tape, or '94?
Actually, what happened? They came down to New Orleans. I think I was at a Joe Black concert on Tulane, and I ran into them, and you know, hollered at them and gave them a CD. That like Kay was talking about that first night. I recorded that in at Festival Studio in Kenner. And, you know, hollered at them, and then maybe a few months later, you know, I was on my way to H-Town.
Yes, sir.
Man. And that
First
you
night
guys
slang.
You guys you know what I'm saying, how did the Wreckless Klan form? I know you had the classic song Reckless on the Prone to Bad Dreams. When did you guys decide to form the group?
Well, it was Blank. That's this Blank baby. You know what I'm saying? This all from the mind of, you know what I'm saying, the bull. Wreckless Klan, the name, everything, the whole idea was formulated with Blank. So this his brainchild, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy to be a part of it. We felt I think we felt like the chemistry was going to be good, but I don't think we ever knew the chemistry was going to be magnificent like it is. So,
okay,
but you know, this all Point Blank, baby.
R.I.P. to my brother 38. You know what I mean?
R.I.P. 38.
Because he was in the group as well. But you know, the name always been there, but the group wasn't there. You know what I mean? It was just, me and my brother 38, and I was like, man, it just came together, man. I remember PSK coming to the office, and I'm sitting here listening to his demo. I'm like, man, this is dope. You know what I mean? It's like, it's 20 years ago, but I remember it like yesterday because he right on the roll with me after that. You know what I mean? Like real talk. Like he come to the office. Yeah, he went through, let other people in the office hear his record, but when he got to the blank stand, we in the office, shit. Everybody green lighted that, and then I took him right on the roll with me.
Sure. Not even a week later, Blake had me on the road with him. Not even a week later. So, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, I let other people in the office hear. They was like, But, Blake's also amendment. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? It would not be no PSK-13.
Right off the bus when he found it. Go ahead, Huey.
No, like I said, it wouldn't be no PSK-13 without Point Blank, period.
Man, we in the office, man. I tell this dude right off the muscle, and these two of the top MCs that's legends right now, man. I was like, man, you got some Cuban face in you, man.
Right,
I'll never forget that. You know what I mean? Cuban face, man.
But see, then on top of that, you would critique me with it too, because like when you first said it, I was like, damn, man, that's Point Blank, man. That nigga feeling me like that. But then I kind of rolled with that and tried to sound like that. But I remember early on, you was like, hey, man, you dope, but you still sounded too much like Cuban face. You know what I'm saying? So I had to find my right cadence. You know what I'm saying? I had to find my comfort zone in the booth and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I like about Blank is a good critic. Even on this album, the first song we did, you know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, I know it's been a minute since you've been in the booth, man, but you got to come with it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that lit the fire under me right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and it
was just
worked.
A little laid back. He was laid back. He just needed to come with that just a little more that's all. But you remember that shit too, huh, K?
Oh, yeah,
you came
no
to
doubt.
the office, real talk, man. That was our beginning.
So
that first night of slanging. That first night of slanging, he ran through the office. I don't know if we heard it together, if we heard it separately, but it ran through the office. And when I got my hands
we
on
banged that in the
Bonneville slanging, I was like, man, he hard his voice, man. His voice was just different, and he was raw, man. Like real talk, he was everything we wanted. My brother,
and
he
was like us, but from New Orleans with the slang and the twang and the voice. He wasn't doing the bounce music, what they was doing back then at the time when Icelord came. So he was like us on the same, you know what I'm saying, the same mind frame as us, but he had that throw voice and that Louisiana accent with the gangster show. Like, man, I couldn't stop listening to him.
Yeah. That's the thing that's dope about Wreckless Klan is the three of you guys have distinct voices and cadences and styles. You know what I'm saying? And when you put that together, then you got a super group.
It's magic. Hey, Icelord, what did I text you earlier today?
PSK said that same thing. Chemistry, different styles. It just worked.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like, comment, share. Also go over to UGSforLife.com, download the entire archive, and check out new episodes on Apple Podcasts and Blog Talk Radio.